go down. And at the same time the spire goes down, you get your 4th gas. Let's stay on top of our injects. Both of your queens are ready for this inject. Okay, we're watching our minerals start to spike up. Now is a good time to invest in the hatchery. If your minerals are at 900 this early in the game, start spending.
Right.
You can't afford to have this amount of money this early on.
Right.
Yeah, this will really hurt you. Remember you were talking about the proxy hatches, like hatcheries in your main? This is when you want.
Our drones are under attack.
Okay, you gotta be mining your 4th extractor, that's been sitting there a while. Your start for gas, you're way too high in money.
Right.
Great, late on this inject again. Both your queens are almost a full cycle behind now. Yeah, money's still high. I just want you to spend it all.
Right. Oh, we got killed.
Let's just get 2 Evo chambers and a roach warren and an infestation pit and all needlisks. That should spend it all. And you can get 2 queens and a bunch of overlords. Just spend the money. As soon as you see money like that, knee-jerk reflex, spend it. Alright, stay on top of our injects. Baneling speed.
Spawn more overlords. We require.
Come on, man, your money's still high. Let's spend that. Spend all of it. Make a queen in every hatchery if you need to. It doesn't matter. Just spend it all. Alright, let's get those injects down.
We require more Vespine gas.
Okay, now that your money's a little bit under control, let's expand and get a carapace upgrade on your other evolution chamber. And since we're really mineral high, let's throw down a roach warren. Okay, you're already doing that, and just pump billions of things. And the only way you can do that is by keeping on top of your larvae.
Yeah.
So we're wanting to expand, right?
Expand again.
Yeah, expand again.
Metamorphosis complete.
You can knock down those destructible rocks with your zerglings and expand there as well. And let's move our mutalisks out in the map. I was thinking about the destructible rocks with the gold.
Okay.
Alright, let's keep that money low. It's creeping up there.
We require
Alright, that's much
more
better. Let's keep our
Vespine
injects
gas.
going. And you can get roach speed if you want right now. You can get a hive if you want. Alright, that's good. Okay, now for the rest of the game, we've had a pretty bumpy game thus far, but let's just say keep your minerals under 800, or 500. Minerals under 500, gas under 200, and max out. That'll be your challenge.
We require more minerals.
Gas is easy to keep low because you can constantly be making an upgrade somewhere. You can get Burrow, you can get Overlord drop, you can get, yeah, +1, you can get Pathogen glands, you can get Tunneling claws.
Mutation complete. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Alright, that's good. That's what you want to be hearing, is that lady that says you
What?
require minerals.
What?
Sorry?
Sorry.
Oh.
Does Panera have soup?
Yes. Can I talk to you in a second?
And remember, if you're supply blocked, the best way to clear money is to make banelings, because they cost no supply, and they clear your gas minerals really
Our
quick.
forces are under attack.
Alright, this is looking good. You're keeping your money down much better than you were earlier, which is great to see.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
Just max out, remember, keeping your minerals under 500, gas under 200. Your gas is slipping a little bit. Let's get some
We
upgrades rolling.
require more
That's good.
minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require
Alright, you made it.
more minerals.
Okay, cool. Let's save this replay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying by tending to get behind there. You don't even
Yeah.
notice it really necessarily until somebody points it out.
Yeah, and that was well before the 15-minute mark. So, but that's really your #1 main priority, but it's not a big hurdle. It's just a really important one that people tend to miss.
Right.
And it's what separates platinum from high diamond. Like, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Because I feel like you're way ahead of the players that you're playing against in your league in terms of thinking, in terms of watching replays, in terms of initiative. You know, you want to be the best humanly possible. You know, that's amazing.
Right.
That's great. This is really just the first thing you got to overcome. You will just fly once you get this stuff down.
I think it's just more the mechanics that are holding me back more than decision making and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I think. Mechanics. Absolutely mechanics. Your decision making is very good, in my opinion. Mechanics and also that mental checklist in your brain that says spread a creep tumor, inject, you know,
Yeah.
that thing. And then once you get that, your hands will be racing to keep up with it, and then that's
Right.
where the hand speed comes from.
Right.
You'll notice how hard that became. How like it was just like holy shit, I haven't spread a creep tumor in like 10 minutes. Right?
Yeah, I actually noticed that for a second, and I was trying to find the damn creep tumor. It was underneath all my damn overlords and shit.
Yeah, and like that kind of stuff, like moving overlords around the map.
Yeah.
And then those people that'll have like one Zergling dancing around getting information, and then they're also using their Mutalisk, but at the same time they're
Yeah,
larva
'cause the
vomiting.
macro becomes second natural, so you're not really even paying attention to it.
Exactly, and that's more or less how I feel when I play. But I have so
No.
much room to improve my macro as well. Sorry.
No, I was gonna actually ask you a question. When it comes to like those queen injects and stuff, do you
Mm-hmm.
prefer actually like going like 5-5 inject, 6-6 inject, or do you prefer like using the mini map, or depending on what you're doing? Because like I try and find ways to look at my bases as little as humanly possible.
Yeah, I actually I'll give you my hockey setup, and we'll do one last one. I mean, we're running out of time, but I don't
Yeah.
really care. We can go over. It's fine. Let's do that again. I'm actually
Just
really
deduct
interested.
that
To see...
from the extra money I sent.
No, don't worry about it, dude. Like don't tell anyone this. Like I'm not supposed to, but I
Yeah, I
always
know.
go. I always go over time with my students, and I'm always just like talking to them on Skype and stuff, even though I'm not supposed to. Yeah, I don't think Gosu coaching would be very happy with me if they found that out. But yeah, it's like I'm super interested in this because you improved so much from game 1 to game 2. I want to see how much you can push it from game
Yeah.
2 to game 3.
I think
Last-
partially game 1 was just like not used to having somebody watching me and stuff, so
Oh, and that's the thing also is like if you're really finding that you're obviously going to be better off playing without me talking to you,
Right.
and that's why I extra
because then you can
suggest you.
focus better.
Yeah, exactly. If you're finding it's too much, we can always just save the replays, and I can say those things later. It just saves us less time.
No, it's okay for. I mean, I'd rather get used to somebody distracting me while I'm doing it than anything. Because if I'm distracted
Yeah.
and I can do it right, then I'm golden.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and so last game you were you got behind early in your macro. You spent
Yeah.
1,500 off 2 bases. This game, you're not gonna get behind off 2 bases.
Right.
You're gonna keep it going. You're gonna keep the ball rolling. You're gonna keep on top of it.
With the
yeah.
I wanted to get one thing down because I noticed I was kind of mentally keeping notes, which probably distracted me more, of when like little things I was like, wait, well, no, I want to do that. I mean, I know the extractor, we're going 17 on the extractor, back down to 16, and then getting that overlord and all that stuff. With the first queen in the main, we're spreading the creep with her, and then the second queen in the natural, we're just vomiting larva right away, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's not what Rat did, but that's what I recommend. That's what I think is smart to do because you can't spend 8 larva that early.
Yeah. Yeah,
further
you need
point,
that creep strike. Creep is your best friend in the whole wide world when it comes to defense or offense.
So, okay, last game you kind of screwed up the timings by doing that gas steal, so I was kind of like, you ended up getting your overlord at sort of a funky time. It didn't matter.
So would you rather me just scout up like to his front and then bring that drone back?
Remember, what are you scouting for? There's no point just sending a drone to his base, having it die, and then be like, derp to her, right? You want go in there, see if he's making a geyser, and then get out.
Right.
That's what my drone does.
Interesting.
Okay. That was weird. Yeah, so that's what your drone does. Another point is you'll commonly find builds have this timing built into them, which is like you build drones to X, you build the extractor, you make one more drone, so you're back at X, and then you build the overlord. So you're at 15, extractor, one more drone, then an overlord. It's almost always that.
Here's a question that I think makes sense as far as relation to like spreading creep and stuff. I know when you're on like a mutiling or something like that, creep spread is still good, but it's not as essential. But
I would disagree.
I mean, I prefer to spread creep. Now, I was tending in a lot of games to grab a not super quick third queen, but relatively quick third queen. When would be probably the best time to do that when you're getting going?
Remember how last game, you're spending all your money, especially like your hatcheries, your layers finished. Your second gas is at 2060 or whatever. You got that spire down. You've got another extractor. That means you're going to be pulling 3 more drones to put in there. You're droning up a little bit. Now you're making some zerglings, and suddenly you're like, oh, wait a minute, I have like 300 minerals. Sure, get a queen.
Right.
Get a queen and a roach warren. Or get a queen and an expansion or something.
Right.
And
so build stuff aside anytime you're like, if you were playing a game, build timings aside. If you ever find yourself getting high at all, you're just gonna throw something that makes sense down.
Yeah, exactly. And not only when I'm getting high in the minerals, because that doesn't tend to happen to me. My struggle is more, what can I afford, rather than, oh shit, I have a lot of money, I need to spend it.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
You get the opposite problem once you get further up there. My problem is, I'll lose a game, and then I have to go back into the replay and analyze why I lost it, and then make those executive decisions of, oh, I can't afford a Baneling Nest and a Roach Warren, but I really need it.
Right.
Yeah, I needed to not buy either of them and save up for Spire to combat this specific thing.
Right.
That's
which is more like nitpicking metagame stuff.
Yeah, metagame stuff also, but I mean just general. If you see 2 Hellions early, you can't get this or that. Metagame or not.
You see Hellions early, as long as they're not Blue Flame, you can deal with them with Queens. If they get Blue Flame Hellions, you kind of need Roaches.
Yeah, actually, little thing there. Blue Flame doesn't actually affect their damage dealt to Queens. Blue Flame gives them a boost against light.
Yeah.
So
you can fry your lings in your...
Yeah, that's
right. I said get Roaches from the standpoint of if you can't keep the Hellion out of your base, because, I mean, a Queen's going to kill it eventually, but it's not going to stop it from necessarily running past your Queen to the draw line, but when it's a Orange Flame Hellion, it's not going to do a lot necessarily. I mean, it can, but it's not going to do damage nearly as quickly as a Blue Flame Hellion is.
All right, exactly. Okay, so let's get this started. Good luck. I really hope you can get it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we should really be doing the ZVP one. That one's much easier, in my opinion. But
I'll do the hard one. Cool.
Yeah.
Harder,
and
I guess.
ZVT is like more iconic for Zerg. It's like it's the matchup, right? I don't know why, it just is.
Yeah.
Right. I will keep you on top of your build order, and I will yell at you if your money is high.
Sounds good.
Good luck. when you got nothing to do, you might as well just start rallying infantry to a place where your second overlords want to go. I recommend there.